Hello friends, in this video we will discuss another practice problem based on projectile motion. Please make sure you watch projectile motion part 1 to part 5, then go ahead with part 6. Here is the problem. A cannonball is launched from a cliff 125 meter above level ground with a velocity of 25 meter per second and angle of 30 degree above horizontal. We have to determine cannonball's maximum height, time of flight and the range. So step 1, we will draw picture of projectile's motion like this. Here this is the ball and this ball is thrown with velocity v0 at some angle theta. Theta is 30 degree here and v0 is 25 meter per second. First ball will go up at some height and then will go down moving to the right also. So whenever initial velocity is given, first of all we will find horizontal and vertical component of the initial velocity. So the formula is v0x equals v0 cos theta. This is for horizontal component, and for vertical component formula is v0y equals v0 sin theta. We need to plug in values of v0 and theta. v0 is 25 and theta is 30 degree. So we got v0x equals 21.65 meter per second and v0y equals 12.5 meter per second. So now we have to make a table for all the horizontal components and all the vertical components. You know, horizontal acceleration is 0 here, and ay, which is vertical acceleration, there is only one vertical acceleration, which is the gravity acting downward. Vertical acceleration would be minus g or minus 9.8 meter per second square. Here ball's vertical displacement is given. It is given that initially ball is at 125 meter height above the ground. So this is actually our vertical displacement, initial vertical displacement. So y equals 125 meters, but it's negative because ball displaced downward. Okay, now we wrote all the givens. So first of all we have to find the maximum height. Maximum height is the height of the ball when it is at the top of its path, like here at this point. This is the top of the path, and then the height from the ground would be the maximum height. You know, at the top of the path, vertical component of velocity goes to 0. That means at this point Vy equals to 0. Here first of all we will find vertical displacement delta y. So this will give us this y. So we will use kinematic equation Vy square equals v0 y to the whole square plus twice ay y. Vy is the 0, v0 y equals 12.5 meter per second. Now plug in all the values. After solving this, we will get y equals 7.97 meters. This is the vertical displacement of the ball from the initial position, means this y. To find maximum height, we need to add initial height of the ball. Like we need to add 125 meter to this y to find the total maximum height. So 125 plus 7.97, this will give us 132.97 meters. So this is our maximum height of the ball. Then we have to find the time of the flight. Time of the flight is the total time when the ball remains in air. So from here to here. So time taken by ball from initial point to the final point would be the time of the flight. So here ball was like this and it goes like this. So from initial point to final point, ball displaced y equals to 125 meter vertically. And you know ay equals to minus 9.8 meter per second square. And we also know voy equals 12.5 meter per second. So we got all three givens. So we can find the total time here. Here we will use this equation. So y equals v0y times t plus half ay times t square. Y equals minus 125 meters. Plug in all the values. So here you can see we got a term in t and then we got a term in t square. So our next step would be try to make quadratic equation. So for that we will take this term to left side and also this term to the left side. So this term would be 4.9 t square and this would be 12.5 t minus 125 equals to 0. It becomes like at square plus bt plus c. So a equals 4.9, b equals minus 12.5, c equals minus 125. We will use quadratic formula to solve for the time t. Here is the quadratic formula. Now plug in all the values. Minus b equals minus 12.5 and b square equals minus 12.5 to the whole square minus 4 and c equals minus 125 divided by twice a. You can also use quadratic formula calculator to solve this. That will give you fast result, but if you don't have calculators you need to use the formula. After solving all this, so it will become 12.5 plus minus this whole term after solving will give us 2696.25 divided by 9.8. So this will give us two results. One would be the positive and second would be the negative. We will pick the positive result. That will give us 6.48 seconds. So this is our total time or the time of the flight. The third thing we have to find is range. Range is the maximum horizontal displacement. That means ball started from this point. So this is our initial point and this is our final point. So the horizontal distance from initial point to final point would be the maximum horizontal displacement and that would give us range. And so for range we will use the displacement formula, this one. So x equals v naught x times t plus half ax times t square. You know ax equals to 0. There is no horizontal acceleration in projectile motion. So this term would go to 0. So just v naught x times t remains and v naught x equals 21.65 meter per second. And time of flight we found in the last page, that is 6.48 seconds. And this will give us 140.39 meters. So this is the range of or maximum horizontal displacement of the cannonball. I hope you understand how to use kinematic equation to solve projectile motion problems. Here is the question of the day. Solve it to see if you get the right answer. Answer is given below in the description box. If you have any question, you can ask your question in the comment box given below. Don't forget to subscribe, share and likes for daily updates. Thank you.